I think all of us have been told by our parents to eat our vegetables, and we've all been encouraged at one point or another to eat a balanced meal. But why do we need to do that? Why are some foods considered healthy? In this video, we'll dig into the facts about different kinds of food and why they're good or not so good for us. The food we eat can be sorted into different categories, called food groups. There are 5 different food groups in total, and they are grain, dairy products, fruits and berries, protein-rich foods, and vegetables. Most of the foods we eat can be sorted into one of these categories, and it is recommended that each meal we eat contains food from all 5 of the food groups. But why are these food groups important to us? What nutrients do we get from each of them? Let's take a closer look at each of these 5 food groups. The dairy products category includes milk and things made from milk, like cheese, yogurt, and butter. The most common type of milk we see is cow's milk. But we can also get dairy from other animals, like goats, sheep, or even camels. Dairy products are a good source of the nutrient known as calcium, which helps keep our bones strong and helps our muscles move so that we can move around. However, even though dairy products do have a lot of calcium, they are not the only calcium source. If someone cannot or chooses not to eat dairy products, then they can get calcium from other sources, like beans, nuts, seeds, and even some kinds of seaweed. So whether you're getting your calcium from milk, yogurt, or beans, make sure you get enough every day so that your bones stay strong and healthy. Next, we have the fruits and berries category. Fruits and berries come in many different shapes, sizes, and colors, from huge watermelons to tiny blueberries to funky-looking exotic fruit like dragon fruit and kiwana melons. With so many different varieties, it's no surprise that we get a lot of different vitamins and nutrients from fruit. For example, citrus fruit in the citrus family, like oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and limes, are a good source of vitamin C, as are tomatoes. Bananas, apricots, blueberries, pomegranates, and melons will give you potassium, and almost all fruits have vitamin A, vitamin B, fiber, and many, many others. In addition to being healthy, fruits and berries are also super fun to eat. You can eat them raw as a snack, blend them into a refreshing smoothie, bake them into things like blueberry muffins and banana bread, make fresh squeezed fruit juice, or combine a ton of different fruits into a colorful fruit salad. With fruits and berries, it's safe to say that they're super healthy and super tasty. We can find grain in a lot of things. The bread we make our sandwiches and toast with, the cereal we pour out in the morning before school, and the tasty noodles in our spaghetti. However we get them, whole grains are a very important part of our diet because they give our bodies important vitamins and help us digest food. However, it's important to be careful when buying grain products. A lot of products like white bread, white rice, and white flour use refined grains, which are not as good for you as whole grains, since they are missing a lot of nutrients found in whole grains. Also, a lot of grain products contain added sugar, like cereal, baked goods, and some types of bread, or a lot of added salt, like pretzels and crackers. So, what's one to do? How do we figure out which grain products are wholesome and which ones are harmful? One way is to make sure you're buying whole grain products. Products that use whole grains have a lot of healthy minerals and nutrients that refined grains are missing. So always pick up things like whole grain bread, whole grain pasta, and whole wheat flour. Also, always read the labels of the things you are buying. Reading the labels of the food you buy and eat can help you figure out what kinds of things are in them. For example, if you read the label on a box of Fruit Loops cereal, you will see that it does have whole grains and vitamins in it, but it also has a lot of artificial flavors and colors, and a lot of sugar from things like corn syrup. In fact, sugar is actually the first ingredient. On the flip side, if you look at a box of Cheerios, you will see that it has whole grains and vitamins, and while it does have sugar, it has a lot less than the Fruit Loops do, and it doesn't have any artificial colors or flavors. So, when it comes to grains, take a little extra time to read the ingredients of the things you buy, or make your own food at home with whole wheat flour. That way, you can know exactly what's going into the things that you eat. Now we come to protein rich foods. Foods in this category give us protein. Protein is very important to us, and our bodies use it for a lot of things. Protein is well known for helping us build muscles and stay nice and strong, but it also helps our brain send signals to the rest of our body. It keeps our immune system strong, it helps our body store and process the nutrients we take in, and it helps us build, well, pretty much everything in our bodies. So, protein is pretty important, and it's a good thing that we can find it in so many foods. We can find protein in meat, like beef, poultry, and pork, seafood, like fish, shrimp, and shellfish, eggs, and many kinds of plants, like beans, nuts, seeds, oats, and many green vegetables, like broccoli and spinach. Wow, protein can be found in so many places. Someone can choose to get their protein from meat, fish, or eggs, or they could choose to get it from just plant sources, or a little bit of both. But whether you get it from meat or veggies, it's important to make sure that we eat enough protein to keep our muscles strong and our bodies healthy. And finally, we come to the vegetable category. Now, when your parents tell you to eat your vegetables, they know what they're saying. Getting enough vegetables in your diet is super important to being healthy because vegetables give us so many important nutrients, vitamins, and minerals. As I mentioned before, we can get protein from beans, like black beans and chickpeas, and legumes, like lentils and peas. But wait, there's more. We also get iron, another important mineral, from tomatoes, quinoa, sweet peppers, and leafy greens like broccoli, kale, and spinach. We can also get most of our important vitamins from vegetables, like vitamin A from sweet potatoes and carrots, vitamin B from asparagus, artichoke hearts, and cabbage, vitamin C from peppers, beets, and Brussels sprouts, and many, many more vitamins. Some vegetables, like avocados and olives, are also a good source of healthy fats, which are important to our bodies. To top it all off, vegetables are an awesome source of fiber. Now, some kids may feel nervous about eating vegetables because they think they won't taste good, but this just isn't true. The truth is that veggies are super tasty and easy to cook and fun to eat. You can snack on crunchy vegetables like sweet carrots, juicy peppers, and refreshing cucumbers. You could put veggies in soups, stews, stir fries, noodles, and basically anything. You could also roast vegetables like Brussels sprouts, beets, and carrots to golden, crispy perfection. Or toss a bunch of veggies together for a colorful and mouth-watering salad. You could even have vegetables for dessert. I know that sounds crazy, but there are plenty of sweet recipes for veggie filled desserts out there. You could have chocolate zucchini cake, healthy carrot cake bars, strawberry rhubarb popsicles, and so many more. These desserts are a good way to get some extra veggies into your diet, and they taste just as good, if not better, than regular sweets.